I don't want to get into details about numbers, but there's a range of range of concerns we have from the least to the worst. And all I can say is that I come away convinced that the Romanian government understands the challenges, and we in the United States do as well, and we're committed to working together to think through those contingencies, and if they were to come to fruition, work together to try to address them. I'm very impressed with the level of preparation that I heard today from colleagues here in Bucharest, and the Romanian government is thinking through, I think, all of the issues and all the various contingencies. Now, this is a very complicated set of challenges, and all of us collectively are having to think through the various vectors that this crisis could take, of course, if the worst happens. And part of the conversation was efforts that we're collectively making to try to avert the worst from happening, but we have to be prepared. What can the world do to help Romania make sure that it can overcome these challenges? All of us are thinking about this because I think energy prices, high energy prices, could affect all of us, clearly. So that's something we are working through intensively with colleagues around the world who can help Romania and others if and when there is an energy crisis as a result of any Russian military action. Very, very good discussions, rich discussions about the crisis of the moment, but also the partnership we have and our ambitions for the future, not just to get through the next few weeks or months, but what we're hoping to achieve when we next gather 25 years from now. We need to work together to make Ukrainian society more resilient and to help meet the tremendous needs that they have and that they could be facing in the future. NATO's open door will not be reconsidered. We will not be allowing any country, but particularly Moscow, to determine Ukraine's fate. The relationship the United States has built with our partners in NATO here on the eastern flank over the last 25 or so years is something that we are very proud of, and we are not going to be rolling back. I can't speculate about how that affects Putin's calculations. We've made very clear that these consequences will be coming quickly and that they will be felt by Russia and the Russian people. And that's the best we can do. No country should be able to control another country's choices about who they choose to ally with. Those are sort of fundamental principles, not just for Ukraine or even for Europe, of international law and the international order. So we see this as upholding something larger than just a dispute, a territorial dispute in one part of the world. That's very clear in the response that we, the United States, gave to Moscow several weeks ago now, as well as the NATO response that we collectively gave. We have not yet received the full response from Moscow, from our letter or our paper from a few weeks ago. So we'll await to see that response before we know the next steps diplomatically. We don't know that when they're going to act. Our assessment remains that Putin still has not made up his mind about whether or not he's going to act, but they do have plenty of capability in place to take military action if they were to choose to do so.